Eddie, would you like to start with a few comments?
Firstly, I'd just like to apologise to all Australian supporters. A lot of people have travelled here. I'm sure a lot of people have stayed up late at night, and our performance wasn't up to the standard that is required, and I apologise for that. I take full responsibility for it. And we're disappointed. We've got a young team in there who's very disappointed. They tried their hearts out, but unfortunately at the moment we just don't have the consistency in our play to put pressure on teams like Wales. We do some good things and then we fall away. It's very disappointing. But congratulations to Wales also. I thought they played a good, tough game of rugby. They kicked well, chased well, and they had a couple of opportunities to score tries, which they took. So well done to Wales.
The project?
Yeah, 100%.
How? Why? Do you feel that way?
Well, I came back to Australia to try to help. At the moment, I'm not giving much help, am I? But that doesn't mean my commitment to help them has changed. I'm a proud Australian. I hate to see Australian rugby do as poorly as we've been doing, particularly under my reign. Came back to want to try to help, but there's not only the Wallabies we've got to improve. We've got to improve the whole system of Australian rugby, and that's not an excuse. But we've got to have a really good look at ourselves and see what we've got to do to improve the way we're going about our rugby. Look, it's a good question, but I don't think you can ever use experience as an excuse. Sometimes some teams become experienced really quickly, and when you've got a team like we've got at the moment, you just need a period of play or a period of a game to go well, and the team can change very quickly. And at the moment, we've got the ability to do that, to put together phases of play that are good. So the players, because they're young, and they tend not to stick at it, and it's not because they don't care, and our effort just drops off a little bit. So I'm not sure whether we can use experience as an excuse, but it's definitely part of our issue. But the only way you get experience is by playing these games, and sometimes games like this are the makings of a good team going forward.
To continue?
Well, I think I've got the ability to turn things around. I was hoping we'd be able to do it by now, but we haven't been able to. And as I said, I take full responsibility for it. I haven't done a good enough job, and I'm bloody disappointed about that, mate. Well, I can't really judge on that, can I? Because whilst, whenever we start a job, we want to win games straight away and we want to create the best team we can. But there is a process involved. And as soon as you start talking about a process, people think you're trying to take pressure off yourselves. And that's why, specifically going back, I wanted to say we wanted to win. We want to be the best we can be. But I took the job understanding there was going to be a process to rebuild Australian rugby and rebuild the Wallabies. And a process, unfortunately, takes time. It takes some pain. Sometimes it takes more pain than it does pleasure. But I've got no doubt what I set out to do, whilst it looks at the moment like it's a shambles, I can guarantee you it's not. There are things afoot that will help change Australian rugby, which is not for me to talk about, but for other people, for Rugby Australia to talk about. And I've got to coach the team better. There's no doubt about that. That's not good enough tonight, and I'm responsible for that. But we've got a process in place.
No, I don't think many of the boys were aware of anything, to be honest. We've had a good week prep, probably our best week of prep, and we didn't turn up tonight. So it's got nothing to do with the outside noise. It's just got to do with our performance. We weren't good enough.
I really take umbrage at the questioning, that people are questioning my commitment to coaching Australia. I really take umbrage at it. Yeah, I've been working non-stop since I've come here, and I apologise for the results. I keep saying that. But to doubt my commitment to the job, I think is a bit red hot. So we're not going to deal with any of those questions any further. So I'm happy to talk about Wales. I'm happy to talk about Portugal. If you want to keep going down that line, I'll excuse myself. So do you want to decide what you want to do?
I
Question.
suppose in general.
No, we apologise. We let ourselves down. We let Australians down, but we will bounce back and we shift our focus to next week and earning a bit more respect back through our performance. But it just wasn't good enough tonight. Everyone's gutted. Didn't have too many words to say after the game, to be honest. It was frustrating.
The final.